Hey guys, Potato Whiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Conan Exiles. Now, last episode was a bit of a kind of a montage episode where I built my base up a little bit, and it's significantly bigger, I think. And we're going to be knocking in some walls later on this episode and finishing off the build. But I think the big thing is we're going to work on getting a little bit of progression done in this episode. So I've played probably about another 10, maybe 20 hours, somewhere between 10 and 20 hours on a server with some friends, and I have some footage in that, and I'll eventually get that out there, maybe. So what we're going to be doing here is, because we're playing on our own and we can't unlock everything, I'm an admin on my own personal world, so I'm going to be resetting my skills a lot to progress. And today we're going to actually be resetting and getting the Armourer. But we're also going to be going and trying to get the blacksmith, the carpenter, and the tanner. So there's a few things we need to do. I think, though, for the moment, what we're going to do is actually dismantle a little bit of the base here, open it up for the moment, just as a temporary thing, so that we have a bit more room to work with when we're placing down our workbenches, and then we'll put walls down. In fact, I might even just put walls down for now real quick. Do I have any stone left over? I do have a little bit, but not a whole lot. I'll have to go get some stone and wood. Oh, and something else I wanted to say is I actually upped the speed of the server to 2x, and I'm considering increasing it again. So I get experience twice as fast, and I get resources twice as fast. That's just so this series doesn't go on forever, because there is a lot of grinding in this game if you don't have people with you. So I thought I would give myself a little bit of a speed increase, so it didn't take quite so long to get to the high-end content. Just gonna make a few walls here. Alright, let's hit a tree a little bit. There we go. Crafting. My crafting menu is empty. That is weird. Oh, there we go. So I think I'm going to need at least a few of those. Do a quick count. Might only be like 10. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 plus 3 plus 4 is 11. 11 walls. And we're just going to place our walls down. This is where we're going to put our workbenches. I like the base the way it is so far. It feels much more roomy now that I've opened it up a little bit. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so now this is where we're going to be putting at least our basic workbenches, like the armor crafter and stuff like that. Now, what was I going to do here? Oh, yes. Now I remember. I was going to put another stairway there later. But for now, let's get resetting here. We're going to reset our skills. And then just get the basic ones. You just close and open this again so it fixes itself. Unlock. Now I want the armorer. Very first thing we're going to do is try and get a full set of light armor. So let's do that. We need the armor bench, which is stone, wood, and hide. We have the hide, so let's get the wood. We have much stone and wood, so we need a little bit of stone and wood left. I think it's 160 or 160 wood we need. And once we have our sort of basic progression done, we're going to go exploring. And maybe starting to get some thralls and stuff like that, because that's another part of the game that we haven't really touched on yet, at least in the solo series. I have played a little bit with thralls in multiplayer, but I haven't even touched them in single player, because we only just got level 10 last episode, actually. We grab this out here. Okay, I need 360 stone, I think. We got a little bit of iron out of that one. Cool. I do know what that's used for now, actually. I I spent a lot of time playing this game, actually. Looks like my doorbell just rang. Hopefully someone else will get it. Alrighty. Grab a little plant fiber. And you can see how I've slowly started to clear out the area around me. I think that's really cool. I'm really a big fan of that. Oh, you know what I need? I need some water. I'm starting to go thirsty. I'll eat a chunk of meat too. Excellent. Give me a few sips of water. And fill up my water skin so I don't have to do that quite so often. I'll go grab that 50 hide out of one of my chests. Here we go. And let's see, where is it? There we go, crafted. This will be done in a moment. So basically what I did was, is it the admin, but also settings. I changed it so that everything is twice as fast. Everything else is sort of the same. These are all the same, combat is the same. But the amount of resources you get is more. And things craft in half speed. So I just sped up the game just a little bit because it felt very, very slow to me. Oh, a little bit of a frame skip there as this model loaded in. And I think I would like to stick it in the corner here, but I think there is a problem with it won't let you place it if the roof is already in place. So let's stick this one. Can I get it nice and close to the wall? Nice and close. Boom, there we go. Excellent. It's right in there. Nice and snug. Let's grab all the hide that we have. And I think we also need to look for some twine. Do we have any twine lying around? It doesn't look like we have twine lying around, but I know that's what we need for the armor bench. I am going to need more wood. I'll stick all my hide in here for now. So why don't you craft me a chest piece while I go get more wood and twine. We'll grab a little bit of this. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. Like, I could go as high as 10x speed and I would still be perfectly happy to play the game. I just felt, maybe we'll speed it up a little bit because otherwise it would be a lot of grinding. And I do think, in my personal opinion, based on what I've been reading and the few hours I've played and stuff like that, I do think the experience needs to be rebalanced a little bit more in favor of crafting and gathering and a little bit less away from combat, although combat should still be important. And I also think they should maybe up the passive experience. So that's probably what we're going to do, is we're going to play with those settings and see what feels right. And who knows, I might even host a server of this sometime if there's enough people interested. Where I play solo and just, don't really interact with people, because I think if you're an admin on a server, I don't think it's right to I don't think it's right to play in a group. I think if you're an admin on a server, you kind of forced to play solo and interact with people as yourself. And that way, because what happens is, if an admin is playing in a group, right? Admins tend to, it's just the way people are. They tend to only care about their in-group. So if you're an admin, why do you care about the people on your server who aren't in your group? And that's why you have these things where, where admins play on their servers with their own friends, and they, oftentimes you see the abusing their powers in favor of their friends and themselves and stuff like that. I don't want that, so I'm going to just play more or less on my own, and I think that might alleviate that problem. I don't know if it will, but certainly that's one of the ways I think of approaching it, at least. So we're crafting all the pieces of armor, and we're going to get a shield for good measure also. Part of the progression we're doing here. Because right now we're just in crappy coarse tunic. We've got 9 armor, a little bit of poise. Calculated from armor items, cool. And, something else we might do is we might pick up a weapon. I think the sword is very cool, but I wanted to try out the stone maul. That seems a pretty interesting item, the maul. The dagger I'm less enthused about, so let's try the stone maul. I'm interested to see how that is. We'll grab a stone maul also. And 2 more pieces of this to be crafted, and then we're ready. Then we'll go fight that turtle over there. We'll fight it with the current set of gear that I'm wearing, and then we'll fight another one with the new set. Okay, so there's all the armor. And the shield is almost done. I have my maul. It is here. Awesome. And where is the shield? Here it is. Okay, so we can actually swap that out. And I don't know if it's any good. That's fine. Let's go fight a turtle. Shellback. Okay, this is the current armor, so we'll see how we do. We're just going to run out and spam attack. Okay, so we killed him and we took about 90 damage, which isn't, you know, isn't terrible. Took about 90 damage, got a kill. Let's equip all this gear now. Oh yeah, look at that poison armor going up. Or is this a two-handed weapon? Excellent. We'll put this stuff away. Actually, you know what? It's fairly cheap to make this stuff. I will stick it in here just to keep it safe. I think we will keep the sword because I don't actually know if I'm going to like the maul better than the sword. We'll figure it out. Oh, it is pretty dark. Well, I suppose we've already crafted our current set of armor. When do we unlock this stuff? At level 15, and we're level 10, so we've a while to go until we need that. Is there anything else I need? I could do thralls. No, I think we're gonna progress to the blacksmith, carpenter, and tanner now. So let's reset, and we'll unlock that and grab these 3, and then grab journeyman's craftsman, and we will figure out what we're going to do after that. But we're going to build these 3 workbenches first. That's the big thing we're going to do. My goodness, it's dark. I suppose it's probably a good idea to do a little bit of gathering in the meantime. Choppy chop 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 chop. I also, you know, don't forget to let me know how you felt about episode 5. It's actually being uploaded today as I record this. So I haven't actually seen what people think yet. But I'm hoping the feedback is good. I'm hoping people enjoyed it. Right now I think the goal is to get, iron tools. That's sort of the next level of progression. And then we're going to get iron weapons. We've got a few things to do. Just do a little bit of gathering during nighttime. Got 300 wood, which is a pretty respectable amount of wood. Oh, I'm out of stamina. We go grab some stone too. Fill up that chest. Oop. And where was I putting my wood? Don't answer that question the way you think it does. This looks like as good a place as any to stick my wood. I'm sorry. I am actually 12. And I find that very funny. Okay. Come on. Where are you, stairs? Oh, my torch broke. No. No. Where's my plant fiber? Oh, did I use all my plant fiber? It's dark. Campfire. Do I have nothing to fuel you? Goodness gracious, it is dark. You know what? I don't need these sticks. I'll burn some sticks. I guess we'll just wait out the nighttime. Goodness, it is dark. Where's the moon even? It is almost over in nighttime. Do a little bit. Oh, is that a fire over there? What is that? Grab some daily Lunchables, which is what I call the shellback eggs. Well, rather, a friend of mine said it to me, and then I was like, you know what? They are basically just Lunchables. You just run past, you grab them, You run off. Now here's an interesting thing. There's some mobs over there, and those are the kind of guys I want to try and fight with my new equipment as it turns daytime. Damn, I hit that guy so hard I killed him and I got resources off him. Alright. Let's make our way over to these guys. Let's see if we can do a little bit of fighting. I was going to try and find a shaleback to fight, but this is as good as a test as any. So this is the small attack, and this is the big attack. Alright, come here, imp. Ooh, I missed him. Bam. Bam, 2 hits him. I hit him so hard I got resources from him, which is pretty cool. So let's gather a little bit. Do I have any arrows? Here's a good question. I can't craft any right now. Let me grab... I could grab that. I think we'll leave it for now. Okay, we aggroed him. And we're ready to swing. Bam. Bam. This doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We got annihilated. Did I forget to make a bed? No, I made a bed. Okay, let's go back there and get our corpse. That doesn't seem like the hammer is very good. Well, maybe the next tier of items are better. We'll see. Certainly, it seems like the game is pretty hard in terms of its PvE. Because of the sheer amount of health and resources the monsters have. Listen, imps. I don't know why you're punching the air, but I'm punching you. Alright, let me loot myself. I'll loot this guy too. I'm gonna need to make another bed. What was the requirement for a bed? I have all this stuff. Okay, let's re-equip. That didn't go exactly as planned. But, it's fine. Let's go put a bed back. Yeah, this little camp, I mean... I'm not doing anything especially, but it seems like in multiplayer, melee is the thing to use. And it seems like in single player, ranged attacks and like abusing and sprinting away from mobs is the way to go. Just based on the relatively short amount of time I've put into testing these things. I'll just stick a bed here and use it. Got these Lunchables. I may as well have a sip of my water. I'll drop this on the ground. This is all fine. You can go in 4. I don't think I particularly like the mall, so I think we will skip that and go back to the sword, which we can now unlock when we're level 12, so we can't actually do that yet. That was a mistake. Need to be careful. I could get the Iron Warhammer actually. Oh, that's what I should have done. Alright, let's do it again. Unlock, 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 unlock. We'll go for the Iron Warhammer when we level up. So let's have a look here. The first thing we're going to be building here is a furnace, and we need 500 and something stone. We have a little bit. Let's clean out this inventory. Sticks, plant junk, and some hide in here. Like some twine. We got a shield. We got some ironstone we can put in there. Put my feral flesh in here. I got some stairs in my inventory. Alright, so we need 540 stone. Can I do some repairing here? Okay, so the last time we fought a shaleback, we took 90 damage, and now we're wearing our good armor. So let's see what happens. So if we take less than 90 damage, this has been a significant improvement. We took a hell of a lot less than 90 damage. Probably, you know, it's kind of hard because he didn't behave exactly as the other one did, but what are you going to do? I think it's a good example, but you'd need to repeat it a few times and see what really went, you know, what really could happen in a fight. But I'll take that as at least a very small amount of evidence that this armor did help me take less damage. How much now, I'm not entirely sure, but I felt tougher even fighting those other guys. Even with the fact that the maul just felt kind of crappy. So I need about 540 stone to make a furnace. I think that's pretty doable. It's not very not an incredible amount, considering, you know, I only spent a couple thousand stone making my base last episode. Well, upgrading it. I'd already made it, I suppose. And we just leveled up, so we're going to pick up now the Iron Warhammer. Oh, and we also have level up stuff. So, I think encumbrance here, pretty reasonable. Because we are going to be gathering stuff for stone. Very sunny here where I live right now. Excellent. A little bit more to go. 140 to be exact. Well, 100 now. I think just playing on on just a little bit of a multiplier makes the game feel much smoother, feel much nicer. I think the game feels very grindy, and so can Ark. Ark is very similar in that way. It can feel very, very grindy, and I'm not a big fan of it feeling grindy. I like a sort of smooth sense of progression. I definitely think that's one of the problems of the game. It doesn't have that smooth sense of progression. It feels like you get stuck at a stage for a while, and you just have to go hit mobs until you get to the next stage. So... Oops, I'm carrying too much. I'm going to have to craft a furnace in where I'm standing. So, basically, in my opinion, strength, every point of strength increases the damage you do by 1%. And that just does not feel worth it to me, considering, like, if you look at the stone sword, it does about 30 damage. That's like, it's not very good. And accuracy is the same, but for ranged weapons, and the bow doesn't exactly do a whole bunch of damage. It does, you know, 16 damage plus 22 damage. Survival has some positive effects, but, you know, it's not amazing. Okay, now that we have a furnace, we can actually start thinking about the next step. But let's get this down. Where is it? 6. Okay. Oh, a little bit of lag as it loads in for the first time. I think I'll stick you over here. I think that feels a little nicer. Does it though? Huh. Yeah, here's fine. Tuck you right against the wall. And, okay, so you need coal and that. Well, what we can actually do is grab this iron and stick wood in there, I believe. Any sort of fuel will do. And in order to make the blacksmith bench, we're going to need 100 iron bars. So that means we're probably going to want to do an expedition for iron. So let's turn this on. I think so. We're going to want to split this. More split. Let's stick that in there. That should clean it up. Actually, even more so split. Take this out. That should be more than enough fuel. 25 wood for 30 iron. That's more than enough. And I happen to know that there's a lot of iron to the north. But I don't actually think we're quite ready for that, because I would like to do that with some sort of iron tool. And the problem is I don't have that. So how much does it cost to make a warhammer? I think I would need another bench. So what we'll work on for now is we're going to work on the carpenter's bench. That's 400 wood and 150 stone. I'm going to get our stuff online, and then maybe we'll get some, go looking for some thralls. Maybe I'll do another montage episode of me building. We'll see. I would like to get a few more levels and see if I can eke out a little bit more iron. Maybe get some iron passively from that. Oh no! My furnace is sticking at the back. Oh, I'm going to have to remake that next. Remake that because it's going to bother me. I don't like that when things stick out of walls. It just bothers me. I'll have to gather another 500 stone. Okay, so I needed how much for the carpenter's bench? 400. Quite a lot of wood. I think I actually have enough wood now in my base. So I should grab a little bit of stone from over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think this rock should give me just enough. Oh, I'm out of stamina. There we go. And now I should have enough. Yes. Okay, so I just need to go grab some wood out of my house. There's another shaleback. We can test actually here. Test our hypothesis. We do have a better shield, although I think it's just cheaper to make. I think it's more or less the same. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this guy is doing a little bit differently. So that time we took 52 damage. Definitely still better. So it does feel like armor has a huge impact. Even though we got, we still got trounced by those other guys. Oh, wood, I need wood. It's in this box. Okay, and that should be enough to make a carpenter's bench. And then we need a tanner, which is 50 bark and 25 twine. I can get most of that pretty easily. Once this is finished. Excellent, there we go, so 7. Oh, a little bit of a skip as it loads in. If I put you here, will you tuck into that corner, carpenter's bench? I want to pull you, I want to tuck you into the corner nice and cleanly, and then just pull you out of smooch. Gadoosh. Okay, we got a carpenter's bench, we got a furnace, although the furnace is going to have to be moved because it sticks to the wall, and I don't like that. See here, shaped wood. Don't think we have a use for shaped wood at the moment. And you're finished smelting, so we need quite a bit of iron. Just probably, once we finish the tanner, it's going to be the next bet is to go get as much iron as we can. Oh, do you know what? We also need brick. So we're going to have to put some stone in here to smelt it too. Yep, we got a lot to do. We have a lot to do, but that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of thing. But that's it from me for now. I'll be back in another episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.